What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we're taking a look at the Bitcoin price here on the daily chart. And as you can see, we haven't successfully broken down this 29-30K range, right? Where we have seen major bounces in the past. So there's not a really successful breakout. We are getting a reaction from these levels that I want to mention in this episode. We're also taking a look at the 1 hourly on yesterday's live stream. We were talking about this big major resistance, a probability and having a fall from this range was very likely because of the spike on the VPVR from the volume traded the last few days, and also getting the resistance from these lower highs, finally getting that rejection mentioned on yesterday's live stream. Today we're going to talk about the potential scenarios, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. New to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Daily take on Bitcoin crypto. I also do live streams to connect with the community. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything that I say. And if you do so, do your own research. Let's dive in here. But a quick reminder, if this video gets over 2,000 likes, you comment down below. You are eligible for a giveaway in Bitcoin. Make sure to do that if you want to enter the competition, the giveaway. So let's dive in here on the daily on the Bitcoin price. We were talking about this major support level at that $30,000 range, okay, where we haven't successfully broken down. We can see this reaction at these levels because we have insane support. What support? The lower lows here from this potential descending wedge pattern, okay. There is some hope here for the bulls to actually hold this range. Remember, we wicked all the way down to the 25.2 25.3k levels, okay. So maybe is this the bottom? Well, nobody really knows, but we can already see some exhaustion here on the bears looking at the daily, okay. Everybody is looking right now for that potential 20k level, even below $20,000 in the next coming weeks, but nothing is for certain just yet, okay. So we can take a look here on the BTC price. We can clearly see that we are currently at this major support range, okay, like I've just showed you. Now let's zoom in here on the 1 hourly because I want to go straight into what is happening with the Bitcoin price on yesterday's live stream. Yesterday's video was a bit mixed up, okay. We were talking about bullish, bearish case scenarios, okay. It's a major level where we do have a lot of support and resistance at the same time inside of this range. But on yesterday's live stream, we finally saw, this major lower high range, big resistance, and also the big spike on the VPVR, finally, getting that rejection from this range. So now what could happen? We also talked about this potential inverse head and shoulder here, as you can see on the chart. Can this happen? Can we actually consolidate at this $28,000 range and then finally in between today and tomorrow pick up and finally break this neckline and continue to the upside? It's not going to be an easy task for the bulls, but this is very possible that it could happen. Now, I think that if we do correct to the downside, the next coming days, we'll be finding big support. Where we'll be finding support? Well, we can see this spike here on the volume just right over here that we created on the 12th of May, okay, having this nice spike, green spike in the candle, okay, and with volume, which could be very strong resistance. And if we take a look at fib levels from the low to the high, this is the 50% Fibonacci retracement at the 28.1k level. It is the top of the wick here with this high volume. Looking at the 1 hourly chart, okay, we could actually go to the 618, which is the 27.4. So around about that range, it is possible we could actually consolidate, and this is the scenario that we'd actually form, okay, this potential inverse head and shoulder, okay, with a descending neckline. So very possible here for the bulls to have a reaction, okay, by tomorrow or even Monday, okay. So this is something that I am paying attention to. Now, if we do break out this major resistance from this descending neckline, remember, we have been falling very far away, okay, the last couple of weeks. Now, it is very likely that some kind of relief rally is very possible. Are we going to capitulate in the next coming days? Are we going to fall straight through, okay, this $25,000 low that we did create a few days ago and continue down to 20k? Well, I think potential relief rally is very likely. Nothing goes down in a straight line and nothing goes up in a straight line. So after this big massive drop, I think a potential relief rally is likely. Now, if we do successfully break this neckline with some high volume here, looking at the 1 hourly, I want to see some volume, something like this, a big spike in volume. If we do manage to break this neckline, okay, getting above this major daily level at the 29.7, where we did get that reaction here as as support and also here as resistance. As you can see, this breakout from over here, we created a double top and there wasn't hardly any volume, so it was very risky for any type of longs. This was more of a short position, low volume, big spike on the VPVR, big resistance here from these lower highs. This was mentioned on yesterday's live stream, likely scenario to get that kind of correction here in the immediate short term. But what if in between today and tomorrow, we are going to manage to find support here with this big volume, okay, from this spike and creating this kind of inverse head and shoulder with a descending neckline. Very possible scenario, guys. I would love to see a breakout with high volume and actually breaking above this $31,000 range where we do have the big spike in the VPVR. And if we take a look at textbook targets, where the inverse head and shoulder, it's from the head to the neckline, okay? This would be, depending on where we break out, you know, we could go as high as $35,000 range. And like I showed you, the $35,000 range, a level that we've been talking about the last few days, which is a major monthly level. It is also a major daily level. So I think a big resistance is very, very likely at that range. There's also going to be resistance at the top from this major consolidation. It is the last point here where we do have the big spike on the VPVR. So it's not going to be an easy task. I do see us hitting 32.5 potentially in the next coming days. It is very, very possible, okay? So there is a possibility in that happening, okay? I think that $28,000 or even 27.4, which would be the 618 from this low to the highs, for a potential scenario, a potential higher low, a little bit of a retracement after falling like this, guys, for the last couple of weeks. Some kind of relief rally is very, very possible before we actually break that $25,000. I think that is highly probable. So it's something to pay attention, okay? Very big major trading opportunities in the next coming days. And this is going to be it for today's episode, guys. Not much to add. It is the weekend. I am not trading, of course. I'm enjoying time with my family, and you should do also. Let's see what happens in the next coming days. Stay safe. Make sure to check out the Bitcoinsensus website. Thank you, guys, and I will see you in the next one.